Here's my attempt to show you how to attach a pom-pom. So we have our pom-pom. I've already shaped it and cut it, and here it is. So I used three threads to tie my pom-pom on, and I secured it around twice to make sure it's nice and tight. These will not pull out. This is a very well-made pom-pom. If you do it right, nothing will come out. Alright, so I left it with the needle on it, so you could put it through the top. I leave the top open, just a little. Ooh, there we go. So you can see where it is. I have another needle threaded here, and all I did was let me go the other side, because I'm left-handed. Alright, so all I did was just sew around the top through each one, so that way when you pull it, it pulls tight. All I do to secure my pom-poms is go in the hole, pull it through, then pull it tight so that way it goes right around. Now, once you do that, you're going to sew this through anywhere, right here, through to the inside. Pull your pom-pom inside the hat so you can work on it. Hold it tight, pull this one through, and then I just wrap it, see my finger, and pull that through. You could use the needle. Alright, once you do that, you pull it tight, not too tight, you'll rip the yarn, and then pull these so that way your pom-pom is nice and flush with the hat underneath. Now you have 7 threads. If you cut this off, alright, cut the needle off, you don't need it. Now you have 7 threads here. And all I do is I sew, so we'll start with the first one, which was the one that seamed the hat, and you just sew it through. When I go through the knot that I originally tied the pom-pom with underneath, and you're just going to put each one, knot them a couple of times, knot it like that, and then take one of these, or 2 of these, it doesn't matter, and just tie a knot, like a bow, stick the bow over the 2 strings, and then pull it tight. So that way, this one's done. Then we're just going to stick it through the pom-pom. Right through the center. Right through the center. And through my pom-pom on the other side. Make sure you go through the center, and then just pull it, and we'll cut it after. On to the next. So now we have these. You're just going to keep going. You can do 2 at once if you want, or 1, so that way it's got an even pull. But basically, this helps secure your pom-pom on. Whoops, so it doesn't fall and get floppy. It pretty much is what holds it. So this one's going to go on this side. Doesn't really matter where you go. Go through the knot underneath. Oops. I missed it. And come back through. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to see it. It's on the underside, and it's where the pom-pom is. So again, tie it to something. I'm going to tie it and then do another one. Put that through and pull. I believe those are called Russian knots. So now we're just going to sew those in. And you just make sure you go around so it's nice and tight. I'll grab another 2, one from each side. I'm not the best videoer. I don't really have the space, so bear with me. Oh, only one went on, so we'll just do one. This way, my fault. We're just gonna go in under the knot that I tied my pom-pom with, and out. And I dropped it in the process. I tend to go a little further, that way it pulls the pom. Alright. Tie it off. So with the 7 strands, that's enough to hold your pom-pom up. This one was a little tight. Alright, I'm going to give it one more secure. You're not going to see any of this because it's going to be pulled into the pom-pom. Now we're just going to pull them through. I think that's secure enough. Push them right through. We'll cut them after. Some of these are really small. Now I think I want to add one more here to pull that corner. And I wasn't gonna, but sorry it's a long video. So we're just gonna it doesn't want to, so I'm just gonna make it go through. I don't think we need it. Three left. But anyway, you get the basic idea. So then when you're done, you just flip it back inside out. Cut off any of your remainder strings. There was only a couple. And there it is. I don't know why it's zoomed in so far. But there's your pom-pom hat. It's complete. I will take a picture with it on. Then you can always reverse single crochet the edge for a nice tighter border, because once this relaxes it becomes a little stretchy. Or you can do the new style border I showed you, where you just single crochet in between on these ones, and then double crochet up into this, so it wraps around. That's how I did that stitch. But if you look, you can't tell where my seams are. Everything is perfectly even. This is actually where the seam is. You can kind of tell from the space, but I can tighten that up. Just a little sewing. But there it is, your pom-pom hat.